All right, we're going to move on to the Columbus Blue Jackets and what a couple of days they had. This one comes to us from Dan. Dan asks, with CBJ's forward-heavy draft this year and a defensive-heavy draft in the last two, how do you see them making the next step? Well, I think with Columbus, the next step is kind of just getting back to being a competitive team. And I think they're there already. They have the veteran talent. They have the guys. And this year's draft, while they did go forward heavy, only drafted one defenseman and one goaltender. The rest were forwards. Most of those guys still are a ways away. You got Adam Fantilli, who can make an immediate impact. He's a guy that's going to be on your team right away. That's going to help you take another step. David Juracek coming in. That's going to help you take another step. As long as Columbus hit on these picks like we think they did in these last two drafts, they've got players that are going to propel themselves to, a higher level, and that in turn will propel the team to a higher level. So I think they're there. It may not be a satisfying answer, but I think that this starting with next year, big step forward. I don't know if it means playoffs or winning a round or anything like that, but it's a big step forward from where they were, which is one of the worst records in the NHL. There's more things they got to do. I think the goaltending situation is going to have to be addressed more directly. It's going to have to something that is addressed in a long-term manner. And I don't necessarily know if, what they have right now addresses it adequately. That's probably the next thing they got to focus on. But I don't think that's necessarily going to come through the draft. I think they're going to have to do that in free agency, in trades, however you do that. They now have a more robust prospect system. They have assets that they can use. So that's how they take the step forward, is by addressing more positions of need.